Americans are asking, why do they hate us? They hate what they see right here in this chamber, a democratically elected government. Their leaders are self-appointed. They hate our freedoms, our freedom of religion, freedom of speech, our freedom to vote and assemble and disagree with each other. We are here in the middle hour of our grief. So many have suffered so great a loss, and today we express our nation's sorrow. We come before God to pray for the missing and the dead. Why do they hate us? They hate what they see right here in this chamber, a democratically elected government. They hate our freedoms, our freedom of religion, our freedom of speech, our freedom to vote and assemble and disagree with each other. We have seen their kind before. They are the heirs of all the murderous ideologies of the 20th century. By sacrificing human life to serve their radical visions, by abandoning every value except the will to power, they follow in the path of fascism, Nazism, and totalitarianism. And they will follow that path all the way to where it ends, in history's unmarked grave of discarded lies. Freedom and fear are at war. The advance of human freedom, the great achievement of our time and the great hope of every time, now depends on us. Our nation, this generation, will lift a dark threat of violence from our people and our future. We will not tire, we will not falter, and we will not fail.
This is my right, right given by God. It's just very about this, you know, to live a free life, to live in freedom. We're talking about freedom, freedom.
So you got something going on.
So I've got,
back.
What I'm hoping to do is get the crowd to give me a sort of,
kind
of give peace a chance style.
That'd be great.
Yeah. It's like I say, it's difficult selling it to people because if I was hearing this sell, I would be a little bit unsure.
Well, I'm not like
but
that.
It's great. You'll be happy.
Yeah.
It's G. It's basically G. So anything in G, E minor, bluesy stuff will work.
Okay.
The chords, you can just, you know, just G, anyone, G, yeah, G, baby, you know, the E minor, you don't need to think about it.
No.
It'll all fit.
Yeah.
The chords that it'll all fit. To live a free life, to live in freedom. We're talking about freedom. Freedom. Like everyone else, I thought, I want to do something, you know, but I'm not a fireman, I'm not a rescue worker, so there's no point me really going down there. I've got to think of something else. I remember being with a friend of mine, we were going around a fairground, and I had a headache, got back to his house, and we put on Elvis, all shook up. At the end of that record, my headache had gone. So, you know, I know this phenomenon. Elvis even gets rid of a headache.
Did you set out to make it such a definitively American-sounding record?
I hooked in with David Kahn, who's American, and he put me together with 3 musicians, with the idea being that if we got on, great, but we got on so well, we had such fun, that it has turned out to be a very American album. It's made in America, really. You know, I'm the only Brit on it.
It really feels, this is just an organically...
You like this record?
I love this record.
Right.
I've been living with this record for a while.
Love it. Yeah, no, it was just that it was such huge event, you know, and I was here on sort of American soil, and I just sort of thought to myself, you know, what are my thoughts? And they were quite simple, really. This is my right, to freedom, you know, and so I just put it all together, and didn't worry. That was a bit corny.
Did you write it really quick? Was it a really
very
quick
quickly, Just, you know, a couple of hours.
So that comes really naturally when you feel emotion about an event?
Yeah, I think so. It's like an assault on freedom. You know, you got all the huddled masses after Hitler, so they'll come here. We're your immigrant nation, democracy, and really, this is one of the only places in Britain. Only not many places where you can actually. Women got rights and all that. You know, just a lot of freedom. So I thought, well, that's the thing. That you know, your average Yank. I want freedom. You know, so I put it together. I'll check it out. See if you like it. USA, New York City. All right, come on, man. Woo!
I think we'll plan on doing freedom. I think
it's probably a nice idea. When I thought of it, that was where I thought of it. You know, the whole idea is if we get, I want to hear the noise of the whole crowd. I've got a feeling that could be like Tingle's time. Yeah. You know, because they're all talking, and you know,
and they will have learned it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you gave them chance.
Exactly.
Leave on a new anthem. That's good.
I think that's great.
Thank you.
You got it, guys.
See you later.
Cool.
On behalf of my brother John and the 12 members from Ladder 3 that we've lost, our relatives, they are not gone because they are not forgotten. And I want to say one more thing. Osama bin Laden, you can kiss my royal Irish ass.
New York, USA, I love you. I want to thank all the guys and girls who came along tonight, you know, just so cool. America said at the end of the last war, give me your huddled masses. It's what America stands for. And it always will. Freedom! You're gonna join it. This is my right. A right given by God to live a free life, to live in freedom. We're talking about freedom, talking about freedom. I will fight for the right to live in freedom. Anyone wants to take it away. That's it. Good night. Thank you for coming. Look at all these beautiful people who came out from New York. Thank you, New York. Thank you, America.
Everybody in emergency service, city police department, thank you.
All right? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul.
And finally, new rule 12 years after 9/11, and amidst yet another debate on whether to bomb yet another Muslim country, America must stop asking the question, why do they hate us? Forget the Syria debate. We need a debate on why we're always debating whether to bomb someone. Because we're starting to look not so much like the world's policeman, but more like George Zimmerman. Itching to use force and then pretending it's because we had no choice. Now, I'm against chemical weapons, and I don't care who knows it. And I do understand the appeal of putting the world on notice that if you use poison gas, the United States of America will personally fuck you up. We will seek out the counsel and support of the entire nation of families, and then no matter what they say, we'll go ahead and fuck you up. But however valid that argument may be, it is, I believe, outweighed by the fact that we have to stop bombing Muslim countries if we ever want to feel safe from terrorism in our own. The chemical weapons treaty is important, but to the jihadi on the street, it just looks like we're always looking for a new reason to bomb them. Even worse, bombing seems to be our answer for everything. Since 1945, when Jesus granted America air superiority, we have bombed Korea, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Iraq, Serbia, Somalia, Bosnia, the Sudan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Libya, and Yemen. And Yemen only because the 10th one was free. How did we inherit this moral obligation to bring justice to the world via death from above? Are we Zeus? It doesn't make any sense. Our schools are crumbling, and we want to teach everyone else a lesson. And look, I am no fan of Assad, and I say that openly. I don't care if it costs me jobs in Hollywood. I think he is the worst kind of sociopath, the kind who commits unspeakable acts, but who looks like a shoe salesman at Macy's. I'm just pointing out that we're the only country in the world that muses out loud about who we might bomb next. Iran? Yeah, we might bomb you. Yeah, we're thinking about it, maybe. Depends on the mood. We did this with Iraq after 9/11, even though they had nothing to do with 9/11. We do it with Iran every day, and now it's Syria's turn. We're like a schoolyard bully who's got every kid in the class nervous they're going to be next. And I don't know if anybody should have that kind of power. Can you imagine going to work and sitting at the table with the lunch with 10 different people in front of you and saying, hey, you think we should kill Bob? Well, it would send a message to Steve. Who acts like this? People in other countries don't talk like this. Probably because if they did, we'd bomb them. And we're the only nation, as we have seen in this Syrian fiasco, who threatens to drop bombs on you while telling you we don't want to get involved. We're just bombing. Please, don't get up. Just bombing. No boots on the ground. No, a little light bombing will be out of your hair in a week. I remember being on the Howard Stern show 12 years ago this week, right after 9/11. And Howard said that in retaliation for 9/11, America should bomb a Muslim country. Any Muslim country, it didn't matter which one. And yet somehow I was the one on trial for talking crazy. And I remember thinking to myself, really, bomb any Muslim country? That's the policy? Just get a map of the Middle East and throw a dart at it? Well, apparently George W. Bush was listening, because that's exactly what we did. All right, that's our...